Shalom. This is GMSmythdestroyers, where we destroy all lies and all fables and all that other bullshit that's out there, man. And I'm gonna do the first off, all praise to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to the elders and honors to the brothers who sincerely doing the work. And I'm Brother War.
Zahab.
Lahab. Manyonya.
All right. And basically, I took down the Ezekiel 1 breakdown for the old site because of correction purposes. The angels do change forms, you know, and we're gonna show that in the Ezekiel 1 breakdown. We're gonna break it down, you know, the right way. All right.
Ezekiel chapter 1 verse 1. Now it came to pass in the 13th year, in the 4th month, in the 5th day of the month, as I was among the captives by the river of Kabar, that the heavens were opened, and I saw visions of the Most High.
Right. Go to Blue Leather and look up. Read it verbatim. Read it one more time.
Ezekiel chapter 1 verse 1. Now it came to pass in the 13th year, in the 4th month, in the 5th day of the month, as I was among the captives by the river Kabar, that the heavens were open, and I saw visions of God.
Okay. Now look up the word God right there. What's that word there?
This is Strong's H 430 Alahayim.
Alahayim. What does Alahayim mean? Read down a little bit.
Rulers, judges, divine ones, angels, gods, God, goddess, God-like one, works or special possessions of God, the true God, God.
All right, so basically they're showing you that he's seeing visions. So he's seeing visions of the angels. Just letting you know off top what he's seeing. All right. All right, go ahead, verse 2.
Verse 2. In the 5th day of the month, which was the 5th year of King Jehoiakim's captivity, the word of the Most High came expressly unto Ezekiel the priest, the son of Uzziah, in the land of the Chaldeans by the river Kabar, and the hand of the Most High was there upon him.
Right.
And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolding itself, and a brightness was about it, and out of the midst thereof, as the color of amber, out of the midst of the fire. Verse 5.
Right. So basically he's looking at a chariot. You know? Go ahead. Read that verse one more time.
Okay. Verse 4. And I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolding itself, and a brightness was round about it, and out of the midst thereof, as the color of amber, out of the midst of the fire.
Right. He said, behold a whirlwind. Get Isaiah 66. I believe it's verse 5.
I got a precept.
Go ahead. Shit. Go ahead. You can get it. You got a precept? All right. Yeah, go ahead and get verse 3.
Psalm chapter 104 verse 3. Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind.
Right. So those are the chariots. Go ahead. Where it says he oh wait, it's 15. So
Okay. Isaiah chapter 66 verse 15. For behold, the Most High will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger and fury, and his rebuke with flames.
Right. So this is So that's proof that the whirlwinds are chariots. All right. Now let's go back to Ezekiel. We're going to go kind of fast because Satan, I had a couple subtopics, but it's Satan hindered brothers and everything. So we're going to go through this as detailed and as fast as possible at the same time. All right, go ahead. This is the Most High's chariot, by the way. Go ahead.
Verse 5, also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures, and this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man.
Right, so now you had 4 living creatures come out of that one chariot. All right, they had the likeness of a man. And by the way, everything, like I said, that's why I'm remaking this video, because it wasn't clear on the last one. What Ezra's saying is literal. All right. Everything that he says he's saying, which we're gonna go into down the chapter, is literal. Like the lion head and the eagle's head and the man head is all literal. He's saying it. All right. Go ahead.
And every one had 4 faces, and every one had 4 wings. And their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a cow's foot, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. And they had the hands of a man under their wings on their 4 sides.
Wait, hold on, going a little fast.
Verse 7. And their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a cow's foot.
Start up.
Verse 6.
Start up to 5.
Verse 5. Also out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures, and this was their appearance. They had the likeness of a man.
Right, they had the likeness of a man, and the likeness can mean anything. Likeness can mean that they have. What does men have? Men have intelligence, right? Right, they had the likeness of a man. Go ahead.
Verse 6, and every one had 4 faces, and every one had 4 wings.
Right, because a man don't have 4 faces, But those faces also, everything that Ezekiel is saying, it also has a representation of something, and we're gonna get into that. Go ahead.
Verse 6, and every one had 4 faces, and every one had 4 wings. And their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet.
Right, 4 wings. We've been over the wings. The wings are chariots. And the wings have 2 meanings in this also. The wings could mean 1 chariot, or and wings could mean a big squad of chariots. And we're going to get into it and show you. All right?
All right. Their wings were joined one to another. They turned not when they went every one straight forward. As for the light, verse 7?
Yeah.
Verse 7, and their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a cow's foot.
Right. Now, it had, somebody get Leviticus 11 and 44.
Okay. Leviticus chapter 11.
Because he's seen this, but remember, all this stuff has a representation. Go ahead.
Leviticus 11 and 44. For I am the Lord your God. Ye shall therefore sanctify yourselves, and ye shall be holy. For I am holy. Neither shall you defile yourselves with any manner of creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth.
Right. So if you go back to go to the beginning of Leviticus 11 now.
Leviticus 11 and 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, These are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth.
Go ahead.
Whatsoever parteth the hoof, and is clover-footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts, that shall ye eat. Mm-hmm. Nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof, as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divideth not the hoof. He is unclean unto you.
Right. So, does a calf Doesn't he chew at the cud?
Right.
Right. So when they say that's representing purity, because the angels are pure. All right. Go ahead, same verse.
All right, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass.
Same verse. Read it on.
All right, verse 7. And their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a cow's foot.
Right.
And they sparkled like the color of burnished brass.
Right. Which is proof that angels are so-called dark-skinned men. All right, go ahead.
And they had the hands of a man under their wings on their four sides, and they four had their faces on their wings.
Right. So each of them had a chariot. All four of those angels had a chariot.
And I'm sorry, I got a precept.
All right. Now read that verse one more time.
Verse 8, Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 8. And they had the hands of a man under their wings on their four sides, and they four had their faces and their wings.
Right. So they had the hands of a man under their wings, meaning that they controlled the chariots. When you have your hands under a car, you driving a car, you know? The angels, when you see angels in the sky, yeah, they're driving those chariots, man, when you see those chariots. There's angels inside those, you know? It's not just a big golden orb floating around the sky by itself. There's angels in those, man. Right. All right, get your priest up.
Ezekiel chapter 10, verse 21. Every one had four faces apiece, and every one four wings, and the likeness of the hands of a man was under their wings. And the likeness of their faces was the same faces which I saw by the river Kabar. Their appearances and themselves, they went everyone straight forward.
Right. I'm gonna need you to go back to that on the first one when we get into the faces. But yeah, this adding on. The angels are driving those chariots because those wings are chariots. Go ahead.
All right, verse 9. Their wings were joined one to another. They turned not when they went every one straight forward. As for the likeness of the
right, so they was like in formations, you know. Go ahead. They were beside one another. Go ahead.
I got one quick precept for you. They backed it up. Isaiah 31:5. That's verse 1.
Not yet. All right, go ahead.
Verse 10. As for the likeness of their faces, they four had the face of a man and the face of a lion on the right side, and they four had the face of an ox on the left side. They four also had the face of an eagle.
Right. Now, Ezekiel is literally saying this, but it all has a representation, just like John seen the great millstone. They had a representation of something. So, now read the verse one more time so we can break them down.
Verse 10. As for the likeness of their faces, they four had the face of a man and the face of a lion.
Right. Now, what does a man have? A man has, what did the Lord give the man that he didn't give anything else on the earth? He gave him intelligence, order, laws, commandments. So the man is the only one that has it. A dog doesn't have intelligence. You train a dog, you can put antifreeze in a dog's meat, and a dog gonna go eat that meat, man. You know, and die from it. But if you put some antifreeze in a man's meat or something like that,